They placed it on their foreheads, and seconds later, their eyes turned white. The Nubin, a small device placed on the temple, is a new obsession on TikTok. Once activated, you can access games, communicate mentally with other users, and some even claim to see the future. No need for a phone. Everything happens in your head. People claim to have heard voices, seen their own weddings, or spoken with alternate versions of themselves. One user reports playing a game for 18 hours straight without ever moving, just with their thoughts. Another says he received a mental ad for a drink he'd never tasted. Still others have reportedly glimpsed their own funeral in a level 6 Nubin cutscene. The company claims everything is under control, but some report side effects, including migraines, confusion, memory loss, and mental hacking, because once logged in, it's impossible to tell if you're playing or being the game. People would have tried to remove it by force, but Nubin whispers to their brains, "Stay a little longer." You put it on your forehead, or you run away while you still can.
This is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Shalom. I want to begin a lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Back here with another lesson, man, through the spirit. Just want to talk about that video that was playing on the screen really quickly. And go ahead and pull out some precepts concerning it. So, the Lord willing to be edifying to those out there listening and watching, man. With that being said, we'll go ahead and get into it. Like I tell the brothers, man, it's a daily occurrence, and this is off topic, but I get reminded daily why I do not fuck with the nigga woman, man. These bitches in my complex have been yelling for the past 30 minutes. I can hear the whole fucking conversation. Through layers of materials and floors, man. But it's okay though. Very soon they won't be arguing about folly and talking all that bullshit. So only gotta deal with this shit a little bit longer, man. But yeah, man, that video, they said it wasn't real. It was like an ad or like promotion for a TV show, I think. Like it was in a TV show. But that predictive programming is a bitch, man. Esau Edom has mastered that, and that's what they do, man. They put that type of stuff in their movies and their shows and whatnot. You seen I recognize one of the people in there, the Uso brother, which is a WWE wrestler. At the end he's like I believe he's Japheth, man. I think he might be Samoan. Either that or he's Jake, I don't remember. But nonetheless, it's unimportant. But yeah, man, they got people promoting this shit, man. Right, making it seem cool. You can play video games. A person said they could play video games for hours and hours. Okay, that's cool and all. So, I just want to say this. When they put that thing on the side of their heads, man, it kind of remind me, and then their eyes change. If you all have watched the, I believe it's called The First Purge. Let me make sure. The one with where they were in the hood. Yeah, kind of. The First Purge. It reminds me of that. That scene when they had those things, and the people who wanted to participate in the purge, they had to put like eye contacts in and shit, right? Even that, man. Even that, right? is geared towards this new society, right? A new world order, okay? A this digital society that they're pushing. You have people who are going to jump on board with it. They're going to be fully accepting of it, man. But we're saying fuck that, right? Because we know what the scriptures say about things like this concerning Revelation 13 through 15 on down and other parts, man. Right? So the way that they're promoting this thing, man, they make it seem like it's a good thing, right? It's beneficial because they're gonna promote it. And they've gotten the perfect person to help promote that, which is Donald Trump, a businessman. He's business minded. He thinks like a businessman because that's what he is. So that's why I put up this scripture, man. Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, man. This is an evil device that they're trying to push upon the people, that they're going to push upon the people, man. Elon Musk has come out of his mouth and said that this AI shit, we summon demons through it, man. Okay? This shit is not a joke. It's getting real serious out here. That put darkness for light and light for darkness. That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, man. Okay? We're about to come upon the ultimate test, man. Like we always say, man, the ultimate test. This is gonna be the test, man. This is the climax. I don't even want to say climax. This is gonna be, I could say climax, the climax finale, whatever you want to say, of the movie, man, that we've been a part of. Right? This is gonna be that final test, man, of faith, right? Are you on the right hand side or are you on the left hand side, man? Because in that day, there is no 1 foot in, 1 foot out, right? The Lord's gonna spew you out his mouth, man. He doesn't like lukewarm. Either you're hot, you're on fire, right? Zealous spirit, or you're cold. You're freezing, man. This isn't the time to take for granted or play with at all, man. This is life or death. Okay, so, but I mean that thing though. I know it's technically not right where it says it speaks of, and let me go to Revelation. Let me see. Hold up, Salaki. This is Psalm 10:2. The wicked in his pride. Let's get verse 1. Why standest thou afar off, O Yahweh? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride, those persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined, man. And this is a device that they've been imagining, been talking about, right? The RFID CHIP is not nothing new, man. I've shown videos of them talking about it, in the 80s or whatnot. Right, our elders and our apostles have been pushing it for however many decades. Okay. For the wicked boasts of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous whom the Lord abhors, man. The wicked through the pride of his kindness will not seek after the Most High power. The Most High power is not in all his thoughts. So they don't consider the Lord as an obstacle in their plan, right? They think they're just going to be able to get away with this. They're going to continue going on. This is going to usher them into what I like to call the second healing, right? Them healing that daily wound again. This is their way of trying to get out of utter destruction because they know that their kingdom is falling, man. They know that this shit is at the end, bro. You see everything that's going on in the economy, everything that's going on over here, and you tell me that this shit is not about to go down, right? So These people are pushing their devices. They're letting it be known. But then you have people who are in the dark, right? They're spiritually dead. They can't see that this is wickedness. Esau Edom is and Babylon the Great really has done a good job of getting people sucked into technology, man, and actually having a very big dependence or reliance on it, right? And the second, man, when these grids go down, when these blackouts start happening, you're not gonna be able to go on your phone. You're not gonna be able to to watch your TV or go on your iPad or whatnot, right? A lot of people are gonna lose their shit within the first few hours of this, man. They can't get on their phone. They can't be on their phone. They're gonna be losing their shit, man. Right? They're gonna be weary. They're gonna be in distress. They're gonna be destructive. They're gonna be right. If you take something that somebody has a strong want for, somebody is strongly attached to it, and you take that away, just think about how that can make somebody feel, man. Right? That's playing with somebody's emotions, and then you do that in order to usher in something that you want everybody to come in agreement with, to cleave unto, which is right. They take all this shit from you, and you're yearning and lusting for it. You can't live without it, and they put something in, right. You know what? I got something that's better than this. It has everything you wanted wrapped up into one. You can do everything. You can do things that you never thought you could do. It can help you with this. It can help you with that, right? All you have to do is put it in your. All you have to do is just put it under your skin, and that's it, man. And you return back to your normal life and reap the benefits of this world. Okay, That's how it's gonna be for a lot of people, man. And those who are really tied to this society, man. Hey, Revelation or Salaki Isaiah 31:1. Let me get it real quick before I get into Revelation 13. Those who are really tied to this society, man, they're going to be the ones who are going to be in first in line. My mom, to my sisters, to my aunts, to my uncles, all of them, man, right? And the same goes for your family, man. They're going to be the first ones in line. Those who took that shit back then, you know what I'm saying? That fadeaway, right? That jump shot. Those are going to be the same people who are in line for these things, man. Those are going to be the same ones because they're a part of this society. It's Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, right? And Babylon the Great is known as spiritual Egypt, man. You can see it throughout all the different symbolism and whatnot. I could just spew off a few examples, right? The city of Memphis. They have a pyramid there. Memphis was a city back in Egypt. You have the erect penis, excuse my language, that is in Washington, D.C. I believe it's called a monolith, if I'm not mistaken. No, not a monolith, Salakia. I forgot what that thing is called. Let me see. Washington Monument. It's called something else, but it's from Egyptian origin. Obelisk. That's also from Egyptian origin. You have the Sphinx, which really is not a Sphinx. They have that shit in Las Vegas, right? Even to certain shit like masturbating, man. That shit came from Egyptian culture. Other things, women having multiple men, that was something that was derived from the Egyptians, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So I can keep on going and on. A lot of the things that are from these past empires that ruled the earth, Babylon the Great has honed it in and took it in and brought it into their culture, okay? From the Greeks to the Romans to the Egyptians, Babylonians, etc., man. So just have to pay attention to things like that. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh, right? So they're going to go down and trust America because it has all the resources that they want and that they need. They can't go, you know what I'm saying? They can't last without those things, right? They're truly dependent on the government. They see that they have all these good and well benefits, overlooking the fact that what they have to do to receive them and get them back is complete and utter wickedness. They're not going to see that, right? That's why it says in the book of Revelation 3 and 10, that the Lord is going to keep us from the hour of temptation. Lord willing, we be at that number, man. Right? Because we can't succumb to little carnal shit like this, man. Whatever type of temptation they put in front of us, okay? You can't be low level like these other niggas out here. The ones who go, man, I'm hungry, man. I ain't eating about 1 or 2 days. Right? Because it's not gonna be hard for a lot of these jakes to fall in line. It's really not. Nigga, you take the ability to buy liquor to food like fried chicken, seafood boils and shit like that, pork ribs, bacon, all of that shit, to the fact that you're not going to be able to buy from beauty salons and go to the gas station and stuff like that, or go to the club, because people are not going to be going to clubs in that time period. Of course, you're going to have those who are having parties and shit in the end times, not being aware of what the fuck is going on. But you take that shit away, right? And then they start rolling out those things, and Jake gets all Jake has to see is one of our quote unquote leaders promoting some shit, and they will fall in line, man. It's really not that hard. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity, right? So those who helped him, those who are with him, who followed after him, right? Well, really, I should be saying her. It's Babylon. It's a whore. So it's referred to as a woman who go down to her for help, right? They're going to fall with them, okay? Because they decided not to. Seek Yahweh Shemel Shah to keep that faith, that integrity, right? They decided to succumb to their temptations, right? So they're going to fall down with this society, man, right? Whether it be Jacob trouble or whether it be the second death, the lake of fire and brimstone. Yeah, I think this bitch got mental problems, man. This hoe is raging. I don't know. This is why it's one rapper that's back from St. Louis named 30 D Grimy. And he said in one of his rap songs, he in prison right now, like all the other St. Louis rappers, but he said in one of his songs, man, he said, I fuck these hoes and duck these hoes because they do the most. If that's not further from the truth, man, I don't know. Like, I heard this woman outside yelling at somebody, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm glad I'm not dealing with no women right now. Because if that was my bitch, I would tell that hoe to shut the fuck up. Or I would damn near think about slapping her, bro. They just be doing too much sometimes, man. Honestly, especially Jake women. That's why our elders and apostles tell us to stay away from them women, man. Unless you just, like I said, if you gonna hit it and quit it, man. But don't try and seek out no relationship with them unless you, of course, already in a relationship. Because I know some brothers are, and they found a good wife was brought unto them, and it was a virgin and whatnot. But if you're single like me, man, do not go out seeking for no relationship. You don't want them problems. And then also, man, the rapper. I'm finna finish my point. So lucky for this. But the rapper 8Ball, he said, he said that's why he said that's why I be about my P's and Q's, cause hoes end up being bad news. He said, find them, fuck them, split her, forget them. Let the hoe go so the next joke can hit him, man. That shit. Hey man, if that ain't the truth, man, I don't know what is. You just gotta these women be requiring too much, and they honestly they bring headaches, man. That's why it's just best to stay away from them. Like the Apostle Paul said, those who had wives be as though you had none. Hey, and if you're single, don't try and go looking for no relationship, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and get this, man. So lucky for that, but I just have to make that point. It's Revelation 13 and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast, which the image of the beast is the system, man, right? The system that they're about to usher in, this digital one world government, which they've been setting this up since 2020 and beyond. Before that, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, man, right? So they're gonna either be seek. Some people are gonna be seek to be destroyed, right? If the Lord puts you in that type of lot, man, and really, majority are gonna just be majority. If you don't want to take it, man, you're gonna be excluded from society, and you're not gonna be able to reap benefits from the government, man. Right? You're gonna be cut off. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? So like I said, that in that clip, it wasn't necessarily in their forehead, so to speak, or in their head. But on the other hand, you have companies who are already have been developing stuff like that, right? Elon Musk, Neuralink, and other companies, right? And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, okay? For the name of the beast, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, which the number of wisdom is 111, or 1. And wisdom also known as Sophia. And wisdom is beautiful, man. It's a beautiful blessing. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600 6. Okay. So, and that's what's on the barcode of that here, man. 666. Now I want to go. There's another scripture I want to pull out. Oh yeah, kind of. I knew it was in verse 14, or Salaki, or chapter 14. Okay. This is Revelation 14 and 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, man. Right? All the abominable things that she's done, right? All the wickedness that she's sold has spread to the other nations, man. America's not the only one that's been developing these robots, these robot dogs, these super soldiers, this AI, these AI generated things and whatnot, right? These brain C hips and these micro C hips, right? They're not the only ones, man. I did a lesson on China not too long ago who they were developing that type of stuff as well. Let me see. I'm trying to get the word. Or it's like I wasn't trying to get the word. I was trying to get a cross reference for that real quick. Yep, here it is. I believe it is. Bear with me. I believe this is this. All right, so I'm gonna get this and close off. This is Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon had been a golden cup. Let me get this. Jeremiah 51:6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Right. So people will read that and say, "Oh, we need to leave America, man. We need to leave and get out this place," as if that's going to save them from judgment, right? No, when it's saying that, it means spiritually leave this place, man, right? Because before this truth, we were in the darkness. Coming into this truth and being in it, it's brought us into the light and seeing the world for what it is, okay? That's what that means, man, right? Spiritually renewing your body, repentance, okay? Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her recompense for all the things she's done, man. I still don't understand how people think that America and these Edomites can get away with all of these atrocities, and the Lord's just gonna welcome them into the kingdom of heaven with open hands, with no punishment at all. Yeah, we were punished for the things that we did in the ancient days. That's not how it works, man. Like I said yesterday at camp, man, the Lord is a Lord of balance, okay? As it says, man, is it abomination? It's an abomination to the Lord to not be equally yoked, so to speak. Roughly paraphrasing. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. Okay, like I said, man, America has spread all of this wickedness, man, to these other countries. These other countries have their own types of, I could just give an example, man. These other countries have their own traditions and whatnot. America always wants to go over and fuck with another country, put sanctions on them, try and go over and fuck up their land or destroy it or take it because they have resources. But then also the culture over here, man, the whoredom, right? The ABC-ism, okay? They literally, do you not remember, man, just a few months ago, right? when they were trying to figure out where all this government money was getting spent from the Biden administration, they were using U.S. aid to go around and promote transformerism in other countries to other nations and whatnot, right? That would be an example of them making the earth drunken, man, spreading their wickedness throughout the land, right? You have women from other nations, other countries coming over here, right? Before they left, they were modest. They come over here, they become complete whores, man, right? So let me read that again. Babylon had been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad, man. They're starting to get angry, right? That's why all of these enemies are coming up against America. They're starting to get mad, man, right? I will make you weak and despised among the nations, okay? They're tired of America's antics. Look at China, man. They've been saying, man, we're not finna let America bully us, man. We're tired of that shit. You're not finna get away with it. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. Okay? So some of these places, man, they're going to literally cry when they see Babylon go down, right? They're going to be crying. We're going to be crying tears of joy. They're going to be crying tears of sorrow, right? This is my favorite verse in this chapter. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. It's sarcasm. Forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country. For her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies, right? Remember when Sodom and Gomorrah, and the angels came down and talked to Lot, and they said, the sins of this place have reached up to heaven, and the Lord has sent us down to tell you that this place is about to be destroyed and is going to be rained on with fire, right? It's the same thing that's going to happen to this place, man. Those arrows come over here and destroy this bitch, right? But we have prophecies like this, man, like the MOTB that have to come to pass, right? They want to turn you into cyborgs and whatnot. So, hey, man, it's here. It's coming. Just be vigilant. Stay alert. Yeah, hey, man. Keep your faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because that's the only way we're going to make it up out of here, man. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to those out there listening and watching. I'm going to close it off there. Call Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Harakakudash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And until next time, I say Shalom, Israel. Shalom. One day closer to the kingdom, man. Every day that goes by, man, we're one day closer to the kingdom, man. Just remember that. Just remember that, man. So, Shalom.